This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month and you'll get an additional 3 months free. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description and enter the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this Bournemouth preview here on Anfield Agenda. The tiredness must be kicking in, my friends. I'm sitting here recording this at 11:20 and this is at least my 10th attempt to record this, so fingers crossed we get it right this time. As always, I'm going to go through and give you my score predictions and my starting 11 predictions ahead of this game against Bournemouth on Saturday. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff, meaning the game won't be televised in the UK, but good news, you can join us here on Anfield Agenda from 2 p.m. for a full watch along of the game. Luckily for me, it is on TV in Ireland, so I will be able to watch it fully legally. But if you're looking for a way to get creative, well, look no further than our sponsors. You see them at the start of the video, show them your support, and maybe you'll be able to watch the game that way. Look, let's start off with a score prediction, and I've gone bold here. I've gone a bit bullish. Some might say a little bit overly optimistic, but this is what I'm going with. Liverpool to win by 3-0. It's not that I don't rate Bournemouth. It's not that I think they're going to be a pushover. It's I'm expecting a response. And we need to start keeping clean sheets, so no better time than the first home game of the season. Now, just as a little aside on this one, you may have already seen this news, but Liverpool have been granted a safe standing rail seating licence for this campaign, meaning that some sections of the Kop and of the lower Anfield Road end will have safe standing areas in them, which I hope will just add to the atmosphere inside what is already, in my opinion, the best stadium in the world. So let me know if you agree or disagree on that score prediction. We have been leaky in pre-season, there's no two ways about it, but I think let's be optimistic. Let's go front foot forward. If you want me to guess at scores as well, I'm going to go Mohamed Salah, Dominic Szoboszlai to open his account for Liverpool, and I'm going to say he's going to score a screamer as well. And let's go for Gakpo. That's my 3 goal scorer predictions. On Salah, by the way, I know a lot of people were looking for my opinion on his substitution at the Chelsea game. I'm okay with it. It wasn't great, but ultimately I look for a couple of things. He did leave the pitch and there was no eye contact with the manager, but he did shake the 2 players that were coming on's hand, and look, no superstar, no leader is going to want to be taken off, particularly in a game against one of your former clubs when it was still finely poised, but the manager said he wanted fresh legs. But I do expect to see Salah back scoring soon, and no better time than now. So, predicted 11 now. Let's get stuck into it and see what you think. There's not going to be too many surprises in this one, to be honest with you. We'll start off, as we always do, with the goalkeeper and the centre-backs. And look, as I said, no surprises. It'll be Alisson Becker in goal. It'll be our new captain, Virgil van Dijk, alongside Ibrahim Konate in the centre-back positions. Interestingly, on our new signing, Endo, who's coming in from Stuttgart, I wasn't made aware until pretty late in the day that not only is he a defensive midfielder, but he can play at full-back and he can play at centre-back, and has done so quite a bit throughout his career. So maybe that versatility is one of the things that Klopp was looking for. And I know a lot of people are worried that this could be the last signing. Don't be. We will bring in another midfielder. I think probably Decore, but we're not here to talk about that now. Next, the full-back positions. Again, not really any surprises here, guys. It's going to be Trent on the right hand side, and it's going to be Andy Robertson on the left hand side. I almost said Curtis Jones there. I don't know why. That's why I paused for a second. So look, Trent will do what he has been doing, which is tuck in from right back in alongside the number 6 to be a double pivot, and hopefully a bit more impact from Trent in this game, because ironically against Chelsea, many of us thought he defended well, but he didn't have too much of an impact going forward. So let's wait and see what happens with that one. Moving into midfield now, and the big question is going to be who comes in and plays in the defensive midfield role. I don't think our new signing is going to be registered in time. He's got work permit stuff to sort. So with that in mind, I'm going to go for Alexis McAllister in the holding midfield role. It's not ideal, but of the options available, I think he's probably the best player to put in there. I'm really looking forward to him being alongside Dominic Szoboszlai as our 2 number 10s. They are pressing machines, and I can't wait for it. So fingers crossed this is the last game we'd have to see him shoehorned into that defensive midfield role, which, by the way, he can do decently. Not an expert in it, but he's okay. Great player, though. Can't wait to... I can't state this enough how excited I am about Alexis McAllister. Every time I watch him, I just see his intelligence, finding space, press resistant. Look at the ball he played out to Salah before Salah's assist for Lucho in the opening game. Of all the signings we're going to make this summer, he's the one for me I'm most excited about. I absolutely love the guy. So delighted he's a Liverpool player. Ahead of him, I think it's going to be Curtis Jones on the left side of the advanced midfield role and Dominic Szoboszlai on the right hand side. And again, I think the pressing from these two gentlemen is going to be really important. It's not rocket science to say the higher up the pitch you can win the ball back, the closer you are to the opposition goal. So with these two guys in the team, I think it's going to be a handful for those Bournemouth players. Moving into the attacking areas now, and look, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because I'm sure some people would want Cody Gakpo as an example in one of those 2 midfield positions and Jota or Darwin through the centre. I don't think that worked too well in the 90 minutes, or should I say in the 60 or 70 minutes most of those guys were on the pitch against Chelsea. We started well, but Chelsea figured us out, and I think we just need a bit more solidity, even at home. So with that in mind, I've gone for Mohamed Salah, as always, of course, on the right-hand side, and Lucho Diaz on the left-hand side. Nothing to add there, really. I do think we're going to see Mo, as I mentioned at the start of this video, get a goal. It's been great to see his assists, by the way, at the start of the season and, of course, in pre-season. And Lucho Diaz, what a goal on the opening day. That was one of my favourite goals, by the way. We scored in a long, long time. Right away from Alisson, playing the ball out, little triangles, McAllister out to Salah. The vision from Mohamed Salah to pick out Diaz was exceptional. And, of course, the run and the finish from Lucho was top-notch. So, the next question is, who is going to be through the centre? Is it going to be Gakpo? Is it going to be Diaz? Or, excuse me, is it going to be Gakpo? Is it going to be Darwin? Or is it going to be Jota? Well, I've gone for Cody Gakpo because I think it's the best fit. Look, Darwin is great, but I don't think he's ready yet to be starting on a regular basis. Maybe the manager surprises us and plays him because we're at home. But I think go with Cody Gakpo and then bring Darwin off the bench when Bournemouth legs are starting to tire a little bit. He came really, really close to scoring a great goal against Chelsea. Little deflection, took it a bit wide of the keeper's post. And ultimately, that's been the story for Darwin. Just close a lot of the time, but not quite there. And I think he's going to have a great purple patch this season. And my prediction is Darwin to score in excess of 20 goals in all competitions, and for me that's going to be more than enough. So just to reiterate, my predicted 11: Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Canade and Van Dijk in the centre back positions, Alexis McAllister in the 6 with Dominic Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones ahead of him, then Lucho, Salah and Gakpo through the middle. That's my attempt at a starting 11. Over to you guys now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And again, just a reminder, we will be live from 2 o'clock on Saturday. Hope you can join us for it. Thank you for your time. I look forward to reading your comments. Catch up soon. Bye-bye.